Well, we are on the final module, the final section of this first course. And I am excited to share with you the 8 benefits for you walking in your purpose and destiny. And I also want to share with you a small homework assignment that I want you to complete before you start the next course. So let me share my screen with you. So here we go. 8 benefits of knowing your purpose. First one is that it gives meaning to your life. It helps you to have a sense of significance, of value, of importance, and influence. And I think I shared with you how my discovering my purpose, even in my 20s, helped me to have my life make sense. There is just something about knowing that you're here to do something specific and important. It just does wonders for you emotionally, mentally, and just in every area of your life. So it makes your life make sense. It gives meaning to your life. Number 2, it motivates you because now you have a goal that's bigger than yourself. And most times when you see your purpose and destiny, it's usually huge. It's one that's like, oh my goodness, can I really accomplish this? Well, you can. If you have divine help, you can. If you have a blueprint, you can. If you're around a community of other like-minded people who support what you're going to do, but it motivates you. My purpose and destiny, it causes me to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning. It motivates me to stay up at night. I get excited because I can see the impact that this is going to have on lives. I look forward to meeting people like you who I have been able to help. And that just excites me. Your purpose and destiny, when you get it, when you see it, oh, you'll work hours on it and just lose track of time. It will excite you and it will motivate you. It'll stir up your passion like nothing else can. Believe me. The third thing it does is that it simplifies your life. Your purpose becomes your standard that you use to evaluate what activities you can do and which activities you can't do or shouldn't do. One example is that I remember in my youth, my 20s, 30s, I was a part of a family gospel group. My sisters, my brothers, brother-in-laws, they were musicians and we were singers and I loved it. And so we would sing in our church, but we were often requested to sing at other churches. So we would travel and it was fun. But I also realized at one point in my life that this was not going to be my claim to fame, that I was not going to become this famous gospel singer. Though I love to sing, I didn't see it as a gift of mine, didn't see myself as excelling in it. And when it became clear that this was not my purpose and destiny, as difficult as it was, because I love my family and I enjoyed singing, but you only have so many hours in a day and you only have so many years on this earth. And I could not spend time focusing on something that I knew was not going to go in the direction of my purpose. So it helps me, my purpose anchors me. Your purpose, destiny will anchor you and it will let you know what to say yes to and to say no to. My purpose has directed me to the kind of jobs that I took because the jobs that I had before I was working in my own business gave me the skills and the experiences that helped me to do what I now do. It helped me to know what to volunteer for. because I would volunteer for things that were in sync with my purpose and destiny, my gifts and my talents. You see what I'm saying? So it simplified my life. I knew what to say yes to and what to say no to based on my purpose and destiny, and so will you. Provides an avenue of blessing, meaning you will experience everything. I believe this, guys, that you will experience everything you have ever desired when you accomplish purpose. It's like once you find that place, it's almost this sweet spot where everything kind of falls into place, and that blessings and desires and things that you've always wanted, when you find that place, it's amazing how things kind of happen for you. And I think it ties into number 5, and that it opens the door for God's supernatural, because he truly becomes your partner. He's your business partner. You don't want to, you can't have a better business partner than God. And he will bless your natural with his supernatural, and all of a sudden things kind of fall into place. Doors kind of open for you. You're in the right place at the right time, and things just, it's amazing that when you have God as your partner and you are on the same page as he is on. So now you're not pulling, you're over here and God wants you to be over there. No, you're on the same page and you're now co-laboring with him. I'm telling you, there is just a level of success and prosperity and just amazement that you will experience because your obedience does open the door to his supernatural divine influence on what you do. Number 6, it elevates your life. Your life becomes better than you ever dreamed possible. And guys, I can just testify that that is truly the case. And I can't wait till you experience how your life just kind of shifts to a whole different level because you're in the right place doing the right things. Does it make sense? Number 7, it impacts your family as they watch, as you watch their focus. So as your family watch your focus move from survival to significance, and they see you reach a certain level of success, then all of a sudden they want to know what you're doing. It influences them to want to do more of the same. And because you have achieved a certain level of success, you can help them to do the same. You can position them through the resources that you gain access to. You can position them to also live a life of significance and not survival. This taps into what I'm going to share with you when we talk about legacy and destiny and the things that you can position for them to happen. But you knowing your purpose positions your family to be able to do the same. And if you love your family like I love mine, that will just give you all kind of peace and joy and satisfaction. Which leads into number 8. It causes you to impact, when you walk in your purpose and destiny, it causes you to impact the lives of others. And I don't know about you, but there is just this joy that I experience. There is this joy that you will experience when you see the lives of people around you being changed because of your obedience to God. There is just nothing like it. Money, nothing will give you the kind of satisfaction that you have knowing that lives have been changed because of your obedience. Wouldn't you say that these 8 reasons would be motivation enough for you to be willing to do what it takes to pursue it and accomplish it? I hope so. I truly hope so. And again, I'm so excited to go through this journey with you. So here are some additional resources for you. This course, this is a course that I usually charged in the past $497 for. And I'm offering this course to you at no cost. But here are some resources that I would recommend that you purchase. One is my Destiny Driven Strategic Planning Journal. Now, this is a book that I've written, very colorful too. If you look at this, it's almost artwork, if you ask me, very colorful. And what this is, it's a way to journal your journey to success. So you will use this to write your thoughts. As you develop your strategic plan, you will put your strategic plan here, and it will allow you to plan what you want to do for the year, what you want to do for the month, what you want to do for the week, for the even the day. And you'll be able to journal the things that you did to be able to fully walk in your purpose and destiny. This is a book that I would really recommend that you purchase this journal. And you can get all of these from Amazon.com. The Destiny Driven, Your Pathway to Discovery and to Fulfill Your Destiny. This is the book that I wrote, the textbook, kind of like a textbook. And it covers some of the material that I have, that I'm using for the course. So I would recommend that you purchase this book, use it as a textbook, and the journal. There is another book that I've written that's called Taking Back Stolen Goods. I wrote this in 2006. And this is a book that describes for you how I was able to look at my family tree and share with you the resources, the gifts that I received from my father's side of the family and the things that I learned from my mother's side of the family. And so it kind of walks you through the history of my family and helps you to know how to walk through the history of yours. I also share with you the attacks that I experienced that almost caused me not to walk in my inheritance, my godly inheritance from my family. How did I discover what my godly inheritance was? When I found out what God's intent was for my family, and then I looked and saw how we were able, things just happened where we didn't walk in it. That's the reason for the topic, taking back stolen goods. I feel like the things that we should have walked in as a family was stolen from us. And my job is to pull it from the past, to pull it into our reality, to take back the things that God wanted to do for me and my family, and then position my family to walk in it. That is definitely one of the things that I will accomplish before I leave here on the earth when I'm 120 years old. So I'm believing for long life. So I would recommend that you get this book also, and you can find it here on Amazon.com. So my website, DestinyToDynasty.com. Many of you are aware of this because you signed on to my course through my website. But I would encourage you to take a look around. There are a lot of resources, videos, blog comments. You'll find that there is a lot of material here. And my goal is to have this become a one-stop shopping place, that anything and everything that relates to destiny and purpose, that you'll be able, that this will be the first place you go to see if the resource, the tools that you need can be found here. Eventually, my website is going to definitely be a one-stop shopping kind of place. So check out my website periodically on a regular basis because I'm adding things to it weekly. Here's your homework assignment. I want you to answer these three questions. What do you hate the most? And I made this generic because the kind of answers that I will get from you will be just varied. For example, what is something that I hate? Fake. I'm trying to hesitate to say, how should I say this? Okay, this is what I hate. I really do hate seeing people live their whole life unproductive, unsuccessful, struggling in poverty and lack. I hate seeing people do what I call wandering the wilderness, living their life for 40 years, running around the same circle and never walking in to the promises that God has for them. I hate to see that. And so that's part of my passion for, because sometimes what you hate is an indication of what you've been assigned to address. So what is it that you hate? What is it that you love the most? I'll tell you one of the things I do love. Oh my goodness, when I can help people to learn how to hear the voice of God and to develop this intimate, close relationship to Him, that just makes my heart sing, because I know that when that's in place, then every area of your life will fall into place. So God is really the most important person, the most important thing. My faith is the most important thing to me. And so when I can help people to discover that intimate personal relationship to God. Oh my, I love it. That's the reason why you see that in everything I do, even how I do counseling, everything that I do. People will say at some point, I'm going to talk to you about your personal, intimate relationship to God. The third question, now what you love the most, I want you to give some thought to what is it? Because sometimes what you love the most is an indication of your purpose destiny. This last question is, if you were blessed with $20 million right now, what would you do with it as it relates to your destiny? What if money was no issue, what would you do? And so I want you to take some time to dream about this vision of your life if money was no issue. All of these are questions to just stir up things that might point you in the direction of purpose and destiny. Now, if you don't have any idea of what you would do with $20 million or more, then why would God bless you with it? Matter of fact, you won't have it, because why? And some people, their reasons for wanting to be a millionaire, for example, are shallow. I want to buy a house. I want to pay off the debt for every person in my family, material stuff. Nothing wrong with that, because I like all of that. But that is not the only thing. Really, I don't think should be the predominant thing. Those material things are just overflow blessings. But what impact would you have on the world if money was no issue? So I want you to give some thought to this and write out your answers. If you're willing to share with me your answers, then I'm going to give you my email. You can send it to me on email. If you don't mind sharing it with the group, then you can share it on our blog site, on our Facebook page. There'll be various places that you can use to share your answers. But when the time comes when you will talk to a coach, your coach is going to ask you these questions. So I want you to have this written down and ready, because this will be a tool that would help them to help you to finalize your purpose destiny statement. So, so answer these three questions and do this before you go to the next course. Now, the next course, this is again my content information. Here's my name again, the website again, and here is my email where you can contact me. Now, the next course, we're going to talk a little bit more about purpose and destiny. I'm going to do it from, again, a Christian perspective. There's going to be a lot of biblical support for what I do. I want you to understand what the difference is between destiny and purpose. I do see them different. So I'm going to describe to you the difference and what does a purpose destiny statement look like. I'm going to cover a little bit of that from the beginning, so that as you're going through the course, you can begin to think about how you would put your information in a purpose destiny statement. So that's what we're going to focus on in the next module, the next course. So I hope that you enjoyed this course. Let me stop sharing with you so I can look at you face to face. I hope that you enjoyed this. I get pleasure every time I teach this course because it is right in sync with my heart for you. And I hope that you can feel that and that you can pick that up. This is not just something that I do, it's my life. And there will be no greater joy that I will ever experience than to see you accomplishing a God-given purpose. So I look forward to connecting with you in the next session. Share your comments, communicate with me, and I just am looking forward to. I got some good stuff next week. Next course. This is going to be some stuff that will make you want to jump up and dance. Um, um, at least it did for me. So I hope it's going to have that same impact on you. But until next time, guys, I am hoping that you are tremendously blessed in everything that you do. Until next time.